Okay, Nick Benson here, Northeast Iowa. You may ask yourself, why am I standing in the middle of a creek with my shorts on, my swim trunks on? Well, the answer is root digs. Yes, it's that time of the year again, root dig time of year. Standing here with some fields of corn outside of Elgin, Iowa, some Smart Stacks corn. Best, fastest, and easiest way to do these root digs, get a truckload of them, throw them in the creek, let them soak for a while, come back out, put the trunks on. Nice way to spend an afternoon. In general, with what I've washed through today, not seeing much feeding at all. Now, that being said, in Northeast Iowa, as far as a crop update, on corn, I have seen more beetles than I've seen in the last 4 to 5 years. What that means is we need to keep watching. That's why we're here digging roots, getting a baseline to check on how the rootworm efficacy is holding up. In general, Smart Stacks has been flawless. So we're very happy with that. Corn's moving along nicely. We've had excellent weather again. I have seen an uptick in gray leaf spot. So that's why we are spraying some fungicide out in this area. Corn on corn certainly is one to look at, as well as susceptible hybrids. We're starting to get to the milk stage. These kernels are starting to fill out. Still a lot of potential out there in Northeast Iowa, here in Fayette County. One other pest of note would be BCOA. Stands for bird cherry oat aphid. Looks a little bit like the soybean aphid. When you go in the fields, look at the husks of the corn. That's usually where you'll see them congregating. They are also like soybean aphids in regard that they like low humidity, cooler temperatures, and we've had okay weather for them to propagate and reproduce. One thing I would say is what we have noticed in years past is they are very hybrid specific. So don't just go into one field, not see any aphids, bird cherry oat aphids, and say, oh, I'm good. It's not always the case. Very hybrid specific. Why? We don't know. Nonetheless, that is what they do. So get out there, check your fields, look for fungal. Even if you don't spray, it's good to look to see where you have had the gray leaf spot, and pay attention to the ear leaf and around the ear to look for those bird cherry oat aphids. Okay, as you can see here, we got a truck full of roots washed up, and I did find I had a little bit of a mishap here where we had some double pro going on corn ground. So I wanted to show you the difference between a root that's had some corn rootworm feeding and Smart Stacks that have protected it. So basically the easiest way to look here, there's 3 different nodes of roots that are coming out. First thing you look for to notice rootworm feeding is just discoloration of the roots. You can see they'll be brown. And then the second thing, we're going to be looking for chewed off nodes. You know, basically a root that would be here now is here. Chewed off, completely chewed off, chewed off. We look in here, and you can see how these have been completely chewed off. You know, those roots start elongating, rootworms chew it up. So if you look at this, there's really not many roots left. This is the worst root I found. And then if you converse that with a root literally in a field right next to it, planted the same day with Smart Stacks, you can see where Smart Stacks is a very efficacious trait. Pretty high level of rootworms. So once again, we look for darkening, and you can see that's been chewed off. That's been chewed down. That's been chewed down. This little guy has been chewed off. Now that happens with rootworm, low-level rootworm, because they do need to eat a fair amount of the protein to die. But you can see the difference in a Smart Stacks root versus a root with no rootworm control. You know, significant difference. That's the crop report. Fayette County. I'm standing at Otter Creek right outside of Elgin, Iowa. My name's Nick Benson with Federal Hybrids.